the Donniesport 17 Network. Media, covering the sports and entertainment events for North Texas. Marketing, creating programming that showcases events. And me doing weird stuff. Donniesport 17 Network. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. Welcome to Hoops, Action, and More on the Donniesport 17 Network on YouTube. I need your hoop action. I just want your reaction. I can't get no satisfaction. I need your hoop action. Da la 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 da 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 la 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 da 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 la 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 da 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 la 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 da 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 la 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 da 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 la 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 da da.
Want something, I'ma go get it. At first it be all struggle, then it's all credit. See, back in the day, getting on was mad hectic. Looking for my start in hip-hop like seated. I said spark the fuse lit. I had talent and knew it, but had yet to prove it.
And for the players, owners, and fans, that means it's back to the business of basketball. For the Dallas Mavericks, that means defending the title. On Christmas Day, the Dallas Mavericks will finally raise the banner and start their NBA title defense against the team that they beat for the championship in June, the Miami Heat. So, how are the Dallas Mavericks doing during this lockout-shortened training camp? And how are new players gelling with Dirk Nowitzki? Here on Donniesport's Hoops, Action, and More show, we go to the American Airlines Center for Dallas Mavericks training camp and get the word from the coach, Rick Carlisle, and the player that they call the Jet, Jason Terry.
Well, the last practice before the first game, we actually yesterday where you guys are. Final evaluation for the first game this summer.
Well, look, we're ready. We're ready. All things considered, we're all in the same boat. We got 15, 16 days to put things together. And, it's going to be about simplicity and execution. And sticking to our principles and executing our principles. If we do that, we'll be in good shape.
I know you're all in the same boat, Rick, but by the same token, how difficult was it to start your training camp for you guys?
It was fine. It was fine. The guys did a great job of keeping themselves on the court. We didn't lose many man days to injuries or illness. We did a couple, but now we'll see where we're at.
How much you were able? Okay, from what you've seen, what little you've seen of them, Heat's still the same old Heat, or whether they got some new wrinkles to work on?
Well, they're gonna again be a great defensive team. I don't think there's any question about that. And they're another year more experienced. They do have a couple young players that appear to be rotation guys for them, or potential rotation guys for them. They're going to bring them some more energy, and it's going to come down to the same things. It's going to come down to execution and what we can do against their star players, and that's always going to be a big challenge.
On the same line, how much are you able to use the film from last year?
Well, in some measure, there's a little of that, but they're doing some different things this year. They're two exhibition games. They have some different concepts that they're working on, and look, I know we'll see a lot of the same things that we saw last year too, that were difficult to defend and made it difficult for us to score on them. So, look, we got to make sure we're pushing the ball at all times. We got to make sure our disposition is strong defensively and offensively, and it's a hell of a challenge on opening day.
You always talk a lot about transition defense. It seems like I feel like the Heat are going to try to make a concerted effort to push the ball more than they did last year. It seems like they're going to continue.
Well, every team wants to push the ball. I mean, in their 2 exhibition games, you know, they're making a concerted effort to do that. And look, they've got great athleticism, and I thought they did it last year too. So I don't see a lot of differences there. It comes down to the same thing. You know, transition defense is the beginning point of your defensive posture, and it's got to be strong. We got to be communicating and getting back. We got to keep Wade and James out of the paint and from, you know, attacking the rim and dunking the ball. And we got to find Bosch because he's a great shooter. And their other guys are extremely capable. I mean, we haven't seen Battier in preseason yet, but you know, he's a proven playoff player. He's gonna be a big part of their rotation.
You mentioned this before, Rick, as a player. What's the psychological challenge you have to overcome on opening day after winning the title? You know, with all the ceremonies that's going on right before the game.
Well, it'll be a nice ceremony, however long it is. But then we gotta you know, forget about that and get ready to play. And that's always a challenge. But as I mentioned yesterday, it's something we've talked about. And you know, we'll be ready.
For the sake of nostalgia, Coach, as you look back on last year, when the banner is raised tomorrow in 24 hours, what one thing will you look back on as far as a turning point for last year?
There's not just one thing. There were so many things, and for us, it was all about, you know, our process of playing and sticking to that, and not getting into, you know, thinking about results before, you know, it happened. And our tact and our approach this year is going to be the same.
You have all theoretically 14 bodies available.
To my knowledge, yes. Everybody's healthy. So, you know, barring something happening between now and tomorrow, we should have everyone available, but you never assume anything.
You're looking at the man with the golden shoes.
Hey, I always want to win. Hey, you know
See,
what?
I wonder who could it be?
He did so
It's the man known as the Jet, Jason Terry. He's going to be very, very... Yes. Jason, where'd you get the golden shoes, man?
I don't want to win.
Don't say anything yet. We got
First, I got to dig those golden shoes.
Ooh, baby.
With his emblem on it, no less. Look at that. Yeah.
I will be.
Jason, I'm a big fan of the Reebok Zigs.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I got 2 pairs, but I so want a pair of those.
Oh, wow. Yes, sir.
I so want a pair.
Those are 14 karat gold.
Those are the new ones?
Yes, sir. They are. These are
Never mind the Air.
Oh, you guys are getting a little sneak peek?
Do they come in Christmas colors too?
No, not at all. Dominic Jones has stole the cake on that, and nobody wants to wear that color.
Never mind the Air Jordans. I want those.
Oh, wow.
Those are
You
24
don't have to
hours.
fight for these, though. I'll give them away. So.
No.
How exciting
I'm going to be in the mix.
How exciting is this tomorrow? The whole thing getting started and the banner.
Yeah, I don't want to overstate what it means about dropping the banner, but just the fact that to be able to play on Christmas for everything we've went through the last 4 or 5 months, being locked out, and now it's finally here. See, people are thinking, you know, Miami, Dallas. No, it's the fact we're back. NBA basketball. We're one of the first games being played this season. That's what it's all about, and I think being excited for that.
How much are you able to rely on what you guys saw with this team in the finals going into this game?
Oh, a lot. I mean, again, players are, you know, they try to work on different things in the offseason, but I'm a big fan of relying on your strengths and work on your weaknesses. They're going to be out here doing what they do, and we know this team very well, being that they were the last team we faced. You know, very tough challenge for us, but we're up for it, and we're ready to go.
After finishing on top last year, how much were you chomping at the bit to get back on the court as soon as possible?
Every day. I mean, and there was a possibility that we wouldn't be out here. And I think that's why we really want to be back, and we're really excited and very anxious just to get out here in a live situation after 2 weeks of intense training camp, accelerated pace. Now it's live, and now the games count, and so we're ready.
Situation, Jack, is normally you don't open the season up against the team just be in time.
No, if you had looked when the schedule originally came out, we were supposed to play Chicago, but now we get Miami, so it's definitely special. And I don't know any player in our locker room that's not going to be ready. The guys are fired up.
How the new players coming along? How they're gelling?
They look good, and I think all of them have something to prove. I mean, being that Vince, hasn't won and hadn't been in the playoffs in several years. Lamar, everything he's went through in LA, and then Delonte. I mean, these guys have a chip on their shoulder, and they're out there to prove something.
So you got a semi-mohawk there?
Sean Marion? It's called a Seahawk. Yeah. I don't want anybody to understate it. It's not a mo. It's a C. Seahawk.
Seattle Seahawks?
Exactly. My team's making a run.
They got a chance?
They got a chance. Okay. A slim one, but it's a tribute to them.
How do you compare your style to Marshawn Lynch?
Oh, he's beast mode. I'm just the jet. So we both got unique nicknames, but we're fierce competitors on it.
Worried about anybody throwing skills to you?
No, I'm a Starbucks guy, so LO already loaded me up. He put him in my locker. Everybody knows he's the candy man.
How do you gather yourself, Mel and Jet, after the emotional ceremony, banner being raised?
Well, I'm locked in. Again, I'm excited that the banner's being dropped. That's going to be fun, but again, I'm locked in at the task at hand, and that's getting a win in opening night. And again, if you look at everything I have put into this season, emotionally riding on, I'm ready. I want to repeat. I'm building on a legacy here, so this is very important to come out and get off to a good start.
Thanks, Chad.
Yep. Happy holidays, Tino.
Happy holidays. Oh, man.
He tweeted later that day, word on the street is over at Tyler. And I tweeted right back. I was like, word on the street, I just told you that.
When was it today?
No, this is about a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
The money's on who?
What's your church?
Father's house. Right up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's it. They're just chasing Dominique's shoes. So, yeah, that's a wrap. You have a great Christmas Eve.
All right,
Merry Christmas.
Tony! It's 1 for 7 now. That's not in his game. Does it count? Does it count when he take a ass whooping? He ain't losing his confidence?
Do you have my email address? Send me an email.
That's nice. Wow. Hey, please don't film this because we don't want nobody to see this. We don't want nobody to see this. We do not want TMZ to take this on his Christmas shoes day. Check out. These are his Christmas Eve shoes. He has some more for Christmas.
Christmas Eve.
He pulled up quick. That is not his game.
One for what?
His game is called pick and roll.
Hello. How are you doing?
Excuse me, fellas. I know y'all trying to get a picture,
Are you
but
having a good day? Hanging out with Dad?
you won't get it.
At the Dallas Mavericks banners, they hang from the Raptors here at the American Airlines Center. You got one for Brad Davis, one for Orlando Blackman. Back when the Mavericks, lost count. Oh, there. Back when the Mavericks won their first ever division title. And then on the other side here, more division titles of recent years. But on Christmas Day, make room. That little space right there, that's where the World Championship banner is going to hang. Finally, NBA's back in business, and they're going to raise the banner here at the American Airlines Center on Christmas Day.
If I want something, I'ma go get it. At first it be all struggle, then it's all credit. See, back in the day, getting on was mad hectic. Looking for my start in hip-hop like Cedar and Sedgwick. I knew I loved music, ideas sparked the fuse lit. I had talent and knew it, but had yet to prove it, yo. I ran the ciphers and the shows.